Hey, what's going on? This is your boy, KQKC Boxing, throwing down on another video. Yes, this has something to do with something that's not related only to boxing, but related to football, basketball, hockey, any sport that you can name. It's not just limited to boxing. But let's keep this in mind. It's called performance enhancing drugs. This is an important video. Many people need to hear this. So pass it around. This coming from KQKC Boxing Network. Yes, I cover more than just boxing. I cover the outside of the ring in the sweet science. I cover the ins and out that puts you in the position to get that eliminator, to get you that mandatory spot, to get you that championship fight. But in the sport of boxing, that's supposed to be on pure talent. But not today. Not today. Many have got away with it, and many have got caught, like Povetkin, Ortiz, Canelo Alvarez. You see, and these are not just one time. There's Big Baby Miller. He tried to kill himself just to be that type of star. But you find fighters like Wilder. Now, as far as I know, Floyd Mayweather. If you put in that work, if you work that hard, hell, if you was on a job and they tell you you have to do triple time, overtime, your ass would do it. Why not do it in the sport of boxing? Because, let's be honest. That's one of my phones. I call that my LDBC phone. But let's be motherfucking clear. Alright? P.E.D.S have gotten a lot of fighters in trouble. But, like my title says, P.E.D.S in boxing, there's really no punishment. There's really no crime. No harm, no motherfucking foul. Now, if they're going to take that approach, I'm going to take an approach. Pass this video around. Facebook. Twitter. Hell, YouTube. I don't give a fuck. Pass it around. Because they are not doing their job. And I'm not talking about the old ass judges. I'm not talking about some of the biased referees. I'm not talking about the fighter itself. I'm talking about the promoters, the advisors. And yes, in a certain extent, the boxers. Because you don't need that shit. I have known a boxer, and I know for a fact he was on P.E.D.S, but a fighter that was clean, that put in not that double work, he put in that triple work and still beat his ass. When I was in high school, football players was doing that shit, but it was in pill form, and it made them crazy. It made them anger rise. It made their nose bleed. It made them impotent. This is not for any athlete. And with that, I'm not through. Just let me give you a little tidbit. The last decade has been a series of high-profile failed drug tests through boxing. There's been speculation about some of the sport's superpowers and all-time greats, and plenty of fighters still residing in the top 10 and heading into the International Boxing Hall of Fame that have flunked tests at least once. See, you have a lot of fighters that get away with that shit. Mainly, more fighters get away with it than get caught. We don't need this in the sport of boxing. We need a clean boxing act. We need that to be enforced. We need a same day P.E.D. We need a same day P.E.D. right before the fight, then right after the fight. Sometimes one company is not going to do it. USADA not going to do it. You might have to bring in USADA and other so-called testing. And that way, if two is clean, one is dirty, compare them bitches. I'm tired of fighters getting away with this and that. I'm tired of fighters need that extra push. Look at Big Baby Miller. He almost killed his damn self. Just for what? For what? The belts? The belts? You're going to get caught sooner or later, but that's what this video is about. When you do get caught, what do you get? 6 months suspension? Oh, wow. Most fighters don't even fight but twice a year. So you right up their alley. What they get? A slap on the wrist? No harm, no foul, no crime. Please listen to KQKC. If you listen to my live stream, if you support me, you'll support this, because I do. And I have to say this. No matter how much he's a bitch, no matter how much he's a slum ass promoter, that's one thing about Floyd Joy Mayweather and his riding boots. He also believes in a clean boxing act. Let's enforce this bitch. Let's not play around with don't talk on your phone while you driving. I haven't seen not one person get a ticket for listening or driving with their cell phone. They pull up right by the police and talk on the phone. Oh, I need for you to hear me today, my people. Now, I'm going to move on a little bit more and give you some more facts for your asses. Now, we know that it have been people that got away with it. And like I say, in the Hall of Fame. Now, as Coach Adam Booth said recently, if there's no punishment, effectively, there's been no crime. I mean, which is true. In other words, you saying, okay, yeah, you got busted with P.E.D.s. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to ignore the bitch. Remember the B sample? Yes. That bitch is gone, right? But me, and I told you, Eddie Hearn is like a serial killer. He keeps something as a trophy. Then every so often, he pulls it out and says, yeah, I got away with this bitch. So it's not in the Atlantic Ocean. It's not in the Pacific Ocean. It's right in his motherfucking London flat. Ain't that what they call it, a flat? In other words, a condo. In other words, a damn house. Speak motherfucking English. If you're going to come over here, speak it right. It's too early for me to get started, but don't let me go there, because I will. But this is a serious situation. People have died in the ring, but they do not, and I repeat, they do not follow up fast enough to see if they are infected or do they have P.E.D.S in their system. P.E.D.S make you act a damn fool. They get into this a lobe in your brain, and that controls your anger, and it elevates your anger. I seen that in high school. I seen a football player on P.E.D.S tackle the quarterback, got through, just kept on hitting the motherfucker, took off his helmet, just beat the shit out of him, and come to find out he was on performance enhancing drugs. That's just the tip of the damn iceberg. Now, if a serious crime is met with a serious punishment, then the severity of the issue is intensified and multiplied. If these cheats are treated like P.E.D.S, shown by those who have believed in them, invested in them, gave them fucking opportunities, or even humored them, they would be so quick to fucking gamble. What if the International Boxing Hall of Fame implemented a standard where drug cheats were not allowed? A mission. Sure, the argument would come back that murderers and rapists are in, but it is within their power to have a say on this matter, to contribute. But it shouldn't come down to them. The sport should be holding hands. The approach should be joined up. Governing bodies should work together, not allow rogue athletes to slip through the motherfucking cracks, because it means some palms somewhere can get greased. If you ban in one state, you should ban by all. If you ban in one country, the same motherfucking thing. Yet, money starts to talk. Even if a promoter walks away from a fighter or ethical grounds, someone's going to pick him up. Trust me. Now, as I close, drug cheats used to carry a stigma, a very high stigma, especially when I was fucking growing up. Certainly in other sports, like I was saying, like weightlifting, wrestling, football, shit like that. Now, in boxing, there's barely an asterisk next to a fighter who has popped dirty. Far too many doors staying the fuck open. Let's not forget, the clean fighters who have their records and reputation imperably changed, they aren't compensated post-fight if they're going in with a cheat. They mostly keep L's on their record. And that's before you assess the damage they taken on board at the hands of someone who was juicing. It is what it is, people. And I need for you to spread this video around. I need for you to make some noise about this shit. I told you, and I'm going to tell you again, 2020 is going to be different from KC. I'm going to keep my feet on these motherfucking necks like Terrence Crawford. Oh yes, you're not going to get away with it. We're going to see fights that we want to see this year. If we don't, you will be hearing from the singing motherfucking OG. That's KC Boxing Network. And if you haven't subscribed, feel free to do right now. Hit the bell icon. You will get notified each and every time I do a video like this one and a live stream like 12:30 p.m. Central Time. I come on right after Phenomenal International Boxing, and that's Monday through Friday. Now, today, I will be coming on. It will be close, but I will be here. So, again, see, this ain't no gossip. This is not saying what the fuck Terrence crying about. This ain't talking about how Anthony Joshua don't have no heart and courage, and the bitch that they chose was the wrong bitch. You know, this ain't none of that. This is facts. This was actual, factual shit. So, again, I am KC Boxing. And with that, that's all I have to say. With that, that's all we need to prove. With that, factual. And with that, motherfuckers, you better get your ass clean, because if KC finds out about it, I'm coming down on every motherfucking cheat. I don't give a fuck if it's Canelo. How you reward a drug cheat? By giving him millions of dollars? Giving him a franchise belt? That's his reward for dropping dirty. Don't give me that cow shit. It's in the meat. If that's the case, everybody in Mexico is fucked up. Mighty funny, none of the other amateur fighters that have 500 amateur fighters over there. Amateur fights, not fighters. Ain't none of them drop dirty. So how come you is singled out? How come you is so goddamn special? Now, I know PhD, but I figured that shit out. And I know you Sada. I know you Kai. I know all the other motherfuckers can figure it out. Oh, baby, I got some fire for you at 12:30. So, with that, I'm going to move on. I'm going to keep on grinding. This is only the first half. Oh, the second half will be coming up soon. Maybe sooner than later. I keep this goddamn shit real. I don't hold my tongue. You know that. Terrence Crawford knows that. Come to find out, my subscribers, he listened to one of my live streams last week. And yes, I hit a motherfucking nerve. Good. Now I'm finna hit some more nerves. That's right. So, with that, shout out to my almighty LDBC. Shout out to all my subscribers, my newer subscribers, and my older subscribers. They are loyal. They are patient. When my mic went out, I said I'm going to go out and come back in. And they all came back in. 500 damn views on a broken goddamn mic. That's dedication. That's what I mean about loyalty. And the super chats. I'm not saying they know I need the money or nothing like that, but they are loyal. It's no rule that they have to give anything, but they are loyal. They care about one another. They care about me. And that's why I decided to put them in the same situation I'm in once a month. Once a month, my loyal subscribers, my loyal PayPals and Super Chats will be sharing a show with me once a month. And of course, they can talk whatever subject they would like to talk about, or they can let me know what they would like to talk about. Oh, this is a good way for me to get to know you better. So with that, I'm out of here. And please, pass this video around. This is important, especially in the sweet science and boxing that we love. So with that, assalamu alaikum. I'm on to the next one. Peace.